Hello everyone, hello everyone. Welcome back, welcome back. I want to introduce y'all to the Pearl of Great Price. Yes, that's what I named that car. That's my other car. You haven't seen this car yet. So yeah, I decided to do a video. I was out in this car, I decided to do a quick video. Yes, it's been a couple of weeks, several weeks since I made a video. I just hadn't got around to it because I don't try to force videos out. I just let it flow and come natural. That's the best way to do things. Allow things to flow and come natural. So I'm at a park right now, park that I don't think I've ever been to. I don't think I've ever been to this park, but it's a nice little bike trail, walking trail down through here. I didn't know it's kind of tucked away. It's one of those trails that if you wasn't looking for it, you probably wouldn't even see it or notice it. But I'm back with a video. Hope all is well with everyone. All is well here. I've been enjoying myself, enjoying my life. Yes. And all is well. When you keep that frequency and that vibration that all is well, then all will be well. Even when things are kind of shaky, it'll be okay. Because you know that all is well. And everything is for your highest and your higher good. Everything is for your higher good. When you look at life like this, everything in your life is for your higher good, for your higher purpose, for making you remember who you are. Because if we came into this reality, as we created this reality, knowing exactly who we are, that would take the fun out of it, wouldn't it? So we have to kind of like give our own self amnesia and then work our way back to realizing who we are. So yes, I am back with a video. I'm gonna probably encounter some people out here walking. It's a nice little walking trail out here. Didn't know this was out here. But yes, I'm not going anywhere, any specific direction. But I'm just walking, getting ready to cross a parking lot down here. But y'all are probably wondering, what exactly am I going to talk about today? So there's a lot of ball fields out here. I'm sure later on today they're going to be out here playing some type of ball or something like that. But yes, I'm out here and I want to talk to y'all today about vibrating, your vibration. How your vibration creates your reality. You know, you think about this. This is a good thing or great thing or the greatest thing to know. Is how your vibration, what are you vibrating with? You understand how your vibration creates your reality? So if you are in a high vibration, your reality will reflect that. If you are in a low vibration, your reality will reflect that. So I had to learn this. I had to take the long road to learn this. I had to take the hard road to learn this. Because all this time, I was vibrating in a low vibration, thinking the world and the universe was against me, and a lot of things were, set out to get me or whatever. But when I realized I was vibrating this, my next step, the next challenge was to change my vibration. Start changing. When I say vibration, it's how you perceive yourself and how you perceive the world around you. And it's kind of like this world is not, gonna, when you start changing your vibration, it's not gonna change overnight. This reality is kind of like taming a horse. You know, I put it this way. Either the outer world is changing you from outside in, or you're changing the outer world from the inside out. So when we react to the outer world with a low vibration, the outer world will continue to give us that. But when we change our reaction and we stop reacting to those things that bother us or hurt us or irritate us or make us get into a low vibration, we stop giving it our energy and we stop reacting to it, then there's a shift that takes place. And it does not happen. It's like, you know, changing the course of a ship. You don't just turn on a dime. Most ships can't just turn on a dime. They have to, you know, it almost makes a curve. Even if you throw the rudder all the way one direction, it doesn't turn on a dime when the ship is in full course. So what do? You change your vibration and stop reacting to every negative thing that pops up in your reality. And so as we begin to focus on things that give us good vibration, because if you really look at it, there are a lot of things in your reality that can give you a good vibration. So this is how you make your life within this reality a better place. This is how you make it a better place. What makes it a better place is your vibration. If you are at a low vibration and you are not vibrating at a high vibration, so vibration, what is it? It is your thoughts, your words, your emotions. Those three things: your thoughts, your words, and your emotions. If your thoughts are at a high vibration and you're talking with a high vibration and you keep your emotions in check by not allowing and not reacting to those things that bother you. Because trust me, things are going to pop up that's going to bother you. It's going to test you to see if it can control you from the outside in. But then, just like taming a horse, like I said earlier, you have to allow the horse, you have to keep the horse, you have to keep getting on the horse even when you fall off. Even when things, what I mean by this, when this reality reflects, when this reality gives you a negative thing and you're fighting against this emotion, you shift your focus and your awareness to that which is good, right, and true. And see, your awareness is very important. What you give your attention in your, oh, this is a steep hill right here. I ain't riding a bike right here. Hold on, I'm gonna get past this guy right here. You're at the park. You come across a lot of people. So, yes. How you doing? People out here playing baseball right now. So, when this reality throws a curveball of negativity at you, you shift your awareness and you shift your focus from that and on to that which is good, right, and true. And then you move forward with peace, love, and gratitude. Don't allow this outer world to shape your emotion or to create an emotion within you. You create the emotion within yourself. Now, this outer world is gonna push back. It's gonna keep throwing negativity at you. But you keep shifting your awareness, shifting your focus off of and on to, off of and on to. And so there are some things that are going to test this. And as it tests this, you have to, just like taming the horse, get back on the horse. And the more you get back on the horse and ride the horse, and he bucks you off and you get back on, he bucks you off again and you get back on, he bucks you off again and you get back on. Finally that horse is gonna be like, wait a minute, maybe I'm not really the one in charge here. But for some reason this guy keeps getting on my back. And so finally the horse begins to move how you want it to move. It begins to go where you want it to go. It begins to shift how you want it to shift. And it's the same thing with this reality. If you keep shifting your attention and your awareness off of the thing and stop reacting to every little thing, you will begin to see that this reality will be like the taming of the horse. It will begin to shift and become more controllable. You become less reactive and start shifting your focus, attention, awareness, and emotion, because things gonna always test to see how reactive you are to them, to see if you are going to react to them. And you see, the other thing about this reality, it wants you to bow to it. It wants you to allow it to control you. It wants you to allow it to create your beliefs. And so it will present people, narratives, and all kinds of things into your reality to see if you're going to submit to it. Because you submit to the outer world, that means you're not submitting to God within you. But if you are connected to God within you, it's something in you that won't allow you to submit to this outer world. There's an awful lot of people, I don't know what it is, but I notice a lot of people like to sit in their cars at the park. I guess people see that as a form of meditation, you know, go by yourself, park in a nice shady area, and just think about stuff. I've done that before, so yeah. Look at this bunch of old furniture out here. Look at that old furniture. Y'all look at this. Old chairs, old mattresses, old couches. See, this is your old thoughts. These are your thoughts. Look how nobody wants to mess with that. Nobody wants to fool with that. There's just a bunch of old furniture right here. And so I'm gonna walk over here by this ball field. There's some people over here playing baseball or something. It's starting to get hot out here. But see, just look at that old furniture right there. See that old furniture? Those are like your old thoughts. That's what happens. And it looks ugly and unattractive, doesn't it? And you wouldn't even want to go near it or even touch it. That's the way you should be about negative and wrong thinking. Don't even go near a wrong thought. Don't even touch a wrong thought. Don't even let wrong thoughts be something ugly to you. And the wrong thoughts become something ugly to you. Beautiful thoughts become something beautiful to you. And you attract beautiful thoughts. And as you attract beautiful thoughts, your beautiful thoughts will begin to mold your reality. And that's what it's all about. People don't believe that you can mold your reality if you start from the within. It is the within that molds your reality. And we allow outer circumstances and outer situations to create who we are inside. They create fears, beliefs of fear and all this other stuff. And you got programmed people all around you. I would say 95% of the population is programmed to some degree. But when you release your programming, when you stop allowing the outer world to program you, so yes. So I'm talking about vibration. So when you're thinking about, when you're shifting your focus and you're shifting your awareness off of the things that bother you, off of the things that irritate you, instead of reacting, start shifting. People, they can't shift because they're too busy reacting. Stop reacting and start shifting, just like you shifting gears in a car, to leave that emotion behind, leave that negative emotion behind. You shift away, shift your point of awareness away from those things that are bothering you. Do I say ignore them? No, I'm not saying ignore your emotions, and I'm not saying you shouldn't feel your emotions. I'm saying don't react to your emotions. It'd be silly of me to say that a negative emotion will never rise, but I'm saying don't stay there. Don't continue to wallow in the pig pen of negative emotion. See, that's the whole analogy of the prodigal son. The prodigal son was serving his master, which put him in a pig pen to feed the pigs, and the pigs was actually eating better than he was. The pigs was actually getting more food than he was. Not to mention, he had to go out there in the mud, he had to walk through all their pig mess and all this other stuff to feed them. He had to tend to these pigs. But then he said he came to himself, and he said he returned to his father. In other words, he returned inwardly and realized who he was. His father is the God within. He returned inwardly and realized who he was. And he went home by going within. He left the pig pen and all that stuff. See, when you serve in this outer world, when you are serving this outer reality, yes, the outer reality is the person that's putting you in the pig pen. It's the energy that's putting you in that pig pen, because you're trying to serve this outer reality because you're too focused on the outer reality. But when you leave this outer reality and start focusing on the Father within, the God within, the higher self within, then you return and say, what happened when he returned to the Father within? He said it seemed coming a ways off. But then what really happened is his reality changed. Yes, he went from being poor, dirty, stinky, feeding pigs, to living in a beautiful place, having servants all around him, having people all around him waiting on him hand and foot. That's the way this reality is. Either you're serving the reality or the reality is serving you. And how do you change from serving you? If you were serving the reality, if you're not noticing, when you're serving this outer world, this reality, when you're allowing it to program you and tell you what to think, you notice you're miserable. You're always afraid and miserable. But when you leave the outer world alone and you start going within to the Father within, the God within, the great I am that is within you, only then only then will you begin to change your reality. Yes. Yes. And so as you change your reality by going within, you will notice a shift. You go within to the Father and start loving God within you. Start loving yourself. And you start loving the great I am that is within you. Yes. You start paying attention to your emotions. You start paying attention to your vibration. You start shifting. When he left that pig pen, when he left that place, I'm sure his employer or whoever it was, he went to his employer. He said, his employer probably like, why you not out there feeding the pigs? He said, do you know who I am? Yeah, you're my employee. And then he said, no, I'm much more than that. I'm a prince. And he was like, you're a prince? Well, why you out here feeding these pigs? He said, because I started focusing on the outer world. When I left my father, I said, give me my inheritance. And I went into the outer world and I started focusing on the outer world and what it had to offer, only to realize it had nothing to offer me. So, hold on, I'm gonna walk down here by this park, only to realize that it had nothing to offer me. And so now, I'm going home to my father. In other words, I'm releasing and leaving this out, whatever this outer world is, and going back within to my father. Within. And so, as he did this, he went back home, and a lot of stuff changed. His reality began to instantly change. When you go within, your reality will begin to instantly change. When you start shifting your awareness and your focus and start reacting and start responding by what? Shifting your attention and your awareness. That's how you respond to negative things. And then once you're there, God will show you from within how to deal with every situation. You say, what if I come across a situation that I can't deal with? What if I come across something that I really can't deal with? How do I ask God to show you how to deal with it? Just make a silent prayer within and say, God, how do I deal with this situation? And God will show you from within how to deal with every situation in your life. You don't have to react to it. You don't have to let it get you emotional. Just talk to God about it within. Talk to the great I am that is within you. And ask him ask him to show you from within what to do. And you will be very amazed how God will guide you. How the angels or the angles, the frequencies and vibration, those are your angels within you, will begin to go before you and make your way straight and your path clear. Instead of getting emotional and reactive over everything, you start responding by going within. And God will show you how to deal with every situation. You think God doesn't know every situation? Look at this. This is a batting cage. I've never been in a batting cage before. Look at this. A batting cage. I guess this is a batting cage. Look at this. It feels nice and cool and breezy in here. I can come in and bring a chair in here and sit down. I guess they call this a batting cage. Yeah, this is a batting cage. They got nets. Look at all these nets all around us. But this analogy is your reality when you are in emotion and you are reactive. You're like in a batting cage. You're trying to bat your way out. You're trying to figure out how to get out of this cage. Look at these nets all around me. I feel trapped in here. But when you start going within, shifting your awareness, start reacting, and start changing your frequency and your vibration, guess what you find? The door. and then you step out into a whole new world, whole new freedom. Everything changes. Yes, yes. And so, when you become less reactive and start becoming more responsive, when you're responsive to God within you. Has God, you become more inner tuned than outer tuned. So you leave this outer world. I kept hearing some people say, leave the outer world alone and just go within. There's a nice gazebo right here. I'm gonna sit in the gazebo. It's a nice, I like the gazebo right here. These things are hard to keep up though. After so many years, because of the wood, they're very nice when they're new. But when they get old, it takes a lot to keep up. It takes a lot to keep them up. But I'm gonna sit down right here. Oh, this is nice right here. This is very pleasant right here. I got the ball fields all around me. This is actually very pleasant right here. But anyway, it's going on 30 minutes. I'm not gonna hold y'all long today. But remember, it is your vibration that is causing your reality to be what it is. When you start vibrating at a higher rate, at a higher place, vibrating high, raising your frequency and raising your vibration, and you know, breathing in the prana, that's God. You breathing in God. Take a lot of deep breaths in your life. Don't stop with the short breathing. Short breathing is not good. Every once in a while, stop and take a few deep breaths. Take a deep breath, hold it for a few seconds, then exhale. You just this simple exercise alone will raise your frequency and vibration. And you, like I say, you shift onto that which is good. Ask yourself, when you need to shift to a higher vibration, say, what is good in my life now? Think of something good going on in your life right now. What is right in my life now? What is going on that's right in my life right now? You can find something and just shift your focus and your awareness onto that. What is true in my life? Say, well, what is good? Well, I got a house, I got a home, I got freedom, I got my life, I got, you can think of so many things that are going good in your life instead of focusing on the things that are going bad. You can focus on the things that are going right in your life instead of focus on the things that are going wrong. You can focus on the things about yourself that are true. Tell you're a good person, you're a nice person, you're a pleasant person, you're a person that tries to do the right thing, you're a person that that treats people with respect, even they don't treat you with respect, even though they don't speak to you, and all this other stuff, playing these games with you. You don't care. You're doing the right thing in spite of what the world is trying to do to you, trying to reflect back to you. But once you focus on this, you figure out that this is what's going to raise your frequency and your vibration. Yes. And then if something pops up, instead of reacting to it, just move forward with peace, love, and gratitude. So think to yourself, what is peaceful about my life right now? You can think, if you think hard enough, you can think of something peaceful. What do I love right now? If you can't think of anything to love, think about how much you love yourself. Think about how much you love the great I am, God within you. That's all you really need, is to love God and to love yourself. Everything else is secondary. The most important thing you need to do is love God and love yourself. When I say God, love the God within you, not some outer God out there floating around in the atmosphere, floating around in space. I'm not saying God's not out there, but what I'm saying is this: when I start focusing and realizing that I am one with God and that God is within me and that I'm one with God, it made me love that even more. It made me love that essence of me even more. And because it did that, it made me love myself. Yes. And once you love God within you and you love yourself, that is all you really need. And then gratitude. When I say move forward with peace, love, and gratitude, think about what peaceful in your life. Think about what you love. And then think about what you have to be thankful and what you have to be thankful for. Yes. Think about what you have to be thankful. And this right here, this is what it takes to shift your vibration. If you do this, take some deep breaths. Think about what is good, right, and true in your life. And then when something irritates you, when something bothers you, say to myself, I'm moving forward with peace, love, and gratitude. Then shift your focus on things that are peaceful. Shift your focus on things that you love. Namely, loving God and loving yourself. And then think about all the things you have to be grateful for. And this will raise your frequency. This will shift your vibration. And if you do this on a constant basis, instead of focusing on what's not going right, focusing on, all the negativity, and it does nothing but lower your vibration. And then what happens is this outer world will begin to control you from the outside in, instead of you controlling the outer world from the inside out. As within, so without. See, your outer world, what you've been vibrating in your inner, is just a reflection of what you've been vibrating on your inner world. Once you shift your vibration, your outer world will begin to shift. Yes, I'm not gonna hold y'all long tonight. I dropped my daughters off at the movie. They wanted to go to the movies this morning. And so I feel like this is a great opportunity to make a video. Come to the park and make a video. This is a nice, quiet park. It's a few people out here, but it's not overly crowded. There's ball fields out here. It's a nice gazebo. It's a nice little pleasant place. I was a little bit surprised when I got here. But I'm not gonna hold y'all long tonight or this morning. But remember this. Remember this. Remember that if you don't remember nothing else in this video, shift your vibration. Keep a high vibration. Keep a high vibration. Keep high vibes. People walk around with those shirts that say high vibes on it. That's not just for decoration. Take that to heart. Take that literally. You got to keep high vibes. High vibration. And then there's other ways to get your vibration. Listening to music. Listening to the right kind of music. Listening to music that's going to raise your frequency and raise your vibration. Yes, being around people. I'm not saying don't be around nobody, but feel how you vibe around certain people. Some people you can't vibe. Most people you can't vibe. There's only a very few people that are in my reality, but when I'm around this person, I vibe right. Because so many people are so programmed to talk about fearful things. They're so programmed to talk about negative things that you can hardly stand it. You standing there trying to, talk to this person, and this person, you're trying to hold a conversation, and this person is just constantly spewing out negativity and fear. Just spewing it out. It's like throw up coming out their mouth. And the person I don't even think the person realize how they're talking. And they don't realize they're talking low vibrational stuff. Leave the outer world alone. That's you serving the pigs in the pig pen. These low vibrational people are around. Those are the pigs in the pig pen. And this outer world is the one that you're serving. It is your employer, so to speak. It is your boss. But you can change that by changing your frequency and your vibration. You change your vibration. Change your vibration. Stop focusing on this outer world. Stop being around people with low vibes, with low vibe conversation, with low vibe attitudes. People don't speak to you. You speak to them, but they don't speak to you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Then another thing will help your vibration is giving. Just give, you can give, you can make it a purpose to give, or you can just give to somebody. Just walk up to somebody and say, here's a little this, help somebody in a beautiful way. This will raise your frequency and vibration just by giving, being a giving person. Yes, watch who you talk to, watch who sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes you can't help it, but if you can help it, as much as you can help it, try not to, get into no deep conversation, no real conversation with no low vibratory person. because they will attempt to bring your vibes down. Don't try to get in a conversation with no fearful person, because they'll attempt to lead you into fear. You gotta watch who you conversate with. And then when I realize which way to do, when I'm talking to somebody, I realize the direction that the conversation is going, I try to bail up out of there. And you got people have aggressive attitude. They're easily offended about everything. You know, you got to be careful who you're dealing with, because this outer world, these low vibrational people are the pigs in the pig pen. Those are the pigs that you're serving. And it's making you just like the person, you know, he thought this outer world was great. He thought this outer world was a beautiful place, and he was gonna make friends, and you know, the prostitutes was this outer world, this outer vibration, this materialistic stuff, all out him. He thought he was gonna, you know, just have this great time, but then it spent all his spiritual energy. It spent all his spiritual currency, and he found himself, instead of having a great time, serving this outer world. And these low vibrational, which is the pigs in the pig pen, is an allegory or symbolism for the low vibrational people in this world. The pig pen, it represents this outer world, and the boss or the employer represents the low frequencies and vibration that you're serving in this outer world. But you have a Father at home within, the great I am that is within you. You must return to that. You must return to that. Yes. And shift your frequency and vibration. Shift your awareness and your focus on that which is good, right, and true. Move forward with peace, love, and gratitude. Yes, if you do this, raise your frequency, raise your vibration. This outer world will be just like that tamed horse. It will begin to reflect to you what you are on the inside, not you reflecting to it from the outside by reacting to it. Stop letting it get you into an emotion. Yes. All these programmed people all around you, all these governments and all these mandates and stuff they trying to put on you, not letting you be free. They're really putting you in a confine. Yes, don't allow it. Love yourself. Love God within you. Yes. I want to leave y'all with a song. It's just a little excerpt. I changed some of the lyrics on some of these songs, but I always, start out. Sometimes I'll leave y'all with a song. But then after that, I'm going to end the video because I got to pick my daughters up from the movies. Last night, I helped a stranger. It wasn't a dream or a fantasy. Last night, I helped a stranger. Why shouldn't I help when God has been so good to me? Boom. Na 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 na. 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 All right. It's Jerome Strickland. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hope y'all got something out of this video. I'm gonna do like these other YouTubers when they get ready to end their video. Y'all push that like, subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm so it can move up the chain of command. And so their algorithm, their computer program, whatever they got, that chooses what videos that everybody sees, mine will move up, And so maybe I can start, giving y'all even more better content and stuff like that. Not better content, but make it more have more quality to it. But the information is going to be the same. The information itself is high quality, so that's in and of itself a good thing. So I wish y'all well. I hope that y'all have a great week this week, and I do plan on coming back with another video. I try to post them very often, but I don't force the video out. I go as they come natural, and I just hope y'all have a good week. All right, remember, high vibes, high vibes, high vibes. God bless.